neighbor, say, I don't know about you, but my hardship has taught me how to be a praiser. My hardship has taught me how to be a worshiper. My hardship, can I get a witness in here? I came to tell tonight the Connecticut District Council that your difficulty and trouble will do one of two things. It'll either run you away from God, but it'll draw you closer to God. And I choose to believe tonight that everybody that's still here in church, you're here not because you didn't have trouble, but you're here because your trouble has pushed you closer to God. Clap your hand and shout glory. Shout glory and glory. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, say, if you see the devil, tell him I said thank you. Y'all don't want to hear me. Tell him that another time. Say, if you see the devil, tell him I said thank you. He meant it for evil, but for good. Can I get a witness in here? He thought it was going to run me out to church, but it put me on my knees. He thought that it was going to make me wave the flag of surrender. But what it did, it made me more determined. More determined.
Oh, Jesus!
More determined to fast. More determined to hold out. Never thought that the hole they put me in was going to shut up my mouth. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, but never thought when he did that last thing to me that it was going to silence my mouth. But say, do you know what he did? He made me a praiser. That's what I can say. Bless the Lord. All time. And his praise. I wish I was in a sanctified church. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. After all I've been through, can I get a witness in here? Still, I didn't hear you say it. Open up your mouth. Put it out in the atmosphere. Let every demon in hell. And you say, I still got joy. Hell and laughter. But I still got joy. I've been lied on. I've been mistreated. I've been kicked around. I've been stepped on. But I want the devil to know that I'm not energized money. I take a licking, but I keep on taking. Feel like praising God. I got to close tonight, and I have 2.5 minutes. If I had time, I'd tell you about this psalm. If I had time, I'd tell you what David had to say in the cave. I just want to tell somebody in New Haven tonight that some of your best praises come from the cave. Can I get a witness in here? Some of your best praises come when the devil has backed you up in a corner. Praises come when you get cut off from your friends, when you can't be in the crowd, when you can't go to dinners after church, when you're all by yourself. That's when God can get a praise out of you. I just came tonight to tell somebody, God told me to tell you, I backed you up in a cave, but I wanted to give you a new song. The devil put you in a cave, but I wanted you to have a new testimony. Can somebody shout glory? I've been backed up in a cave. Everything is against me. My family's turned against me. My son is turned against me. soldiers have turned against me, and it forced him into another year. And I heard David say, give in to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Have you ever been in a place where it looked like God had withdrew his presence, where it looked like God had dampened his ear? Have you ever prayed? Looked like your prayer was hitting up against the ceiling. And I heard David say, hide not thyself from my supplication. He said, I'm not playing, God. He said, attend unto me. If you ever needed direct attention from God, let me see your hand. If you ever had a problem that only God could fix, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, this one is for God. Tell him my mama can't fix it. My daddy can't fix it. The bishop can't fix it. But this is a problem for God. He said, attend unto me and hear me. I'm mourning in my complaint and I make a noise. You ain't been in trouble until when you pray and you run out of words to pray. Can I get a witness in here? Is there anybody in the council that just have to lay down in the face of God? You couldn't articulate your situation, but you just moaned and made a noise. He said, because of the voice of my enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, I got everybody riding my back. He said, my heart is so in pain. Have you ever had so much trouble until you felt your heart palpitating in your chest? Have you ever had so much hell until you felt the devil sitting down on your chest? Couldn't hardly breathe, couldn't hardly inhale or exhale. He said, I'm in a bad place. The terror of death has fallen upon me. Feel like it's almost over. I heard you, Dr. Turner. Feel like giving up. Felt like I was going to die. He said, fearfulness and trembling all upon me. I'm a nervous wreck. He said, a horror have overwhelmed me. And I heard him bunch it up and sum it up into one sentence. He said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, but then would I fly away and be at rest. Have you ever felt like flying away? Have you ever felt like running away? David said, I can't handle this place that I'm in. Somebody help me, preach. And find you a neighbor you haven't bothered tonight, and clasp them by the hand and say, neighbor, I'm in a place I never thought I would be in. I got in trouble I never thought I would have. See, I've talked to everybody, but nobody could help me. I've talked to my mother, talked to my father, talked to my friend, talked to the preacher, but nobody could help me. See, but just before I gave up, I remember what the song I said. I must have Jesus. I wish I could preach. Somebody help me preach. And point up to heaven and shake your head at your neighbor and say, I must have Jesus. All of my troubles I cannot bear. These burdens alone. Jesus can help me. Jesus alone. I came tonight to tell this council, you're going to be mistreated. You're going to be betrayed. You're